back, everyone, to Owl Stretching Time, our Disney Plus live reaction of The Owl House. And today, we will free our mind. And so last episode, we got some very wholesome backstory, but today, I believe we're going to dive into something more significant in the episode.
Hollow Minds.
I saw a few screenshots leaked. I didn't fully pay attention. I do know certain characters are going to appear in this, but that's about all I know. I don't really look at the descriptions. If we can help it, we like to be surprised. So let's just dive on in and see what happens when we look into someone's mind and play. Triumph over wild magic.
What is this place?
You know exactly where we are, human. You got us trapped in the Emperor's mind!
You're probably wondering how we got here.
We're in the Emperor's mind! That's bananas!
His
I know
mind
those
palace,
are,
if you
and I
will.
don't care to. Remember what happened at the night market? I even
Do trades.
Oh, I mean, why would I trade teeth? It's illegal and unsanitary.
Oh, so the head of the beast comes in with them
Just as I was
too.
about to stop.
So it was all a ruse.
Trying to get the Emperor?
So it's probably a really good thing Ida didn't kill them with the requiem.
To repair my witch's wool cape, but we ran into some trouble.
Is this thing on? Demon King de Lazura. You copy?
Sure do. Where's the walkie? Oh, right.
Good.
10-4 Demon King. Luzora here with Echo Delta Alpha. What's your 20? Over.
Hable más lento?
Aw, you remembered your lesson.
Aww.
That wasn't Spanish,
Cute.
buddy.
I need more witch's wool. I got a kid with cold shoulders and a knack for getting into trouble.
The shop is closed, Ida. I've decided to finally join a coven.
Ooh.
Emperor Belos says wild witches celebrate destruction and pain.
I mean, I know I can be abrasive, but
He also says that the Titan punishes those who aid wild witches. I can't have you here.
Isn't this one of those illegal black markets, though?
Dollars and donuts that he can't speak to the Titan.
Do you think she's right?
Don't let the Titan hear you say that. Belos says you can read minds.
Yes, it turned out.
hey, I'll be fine. You are the one who needs to be careful.
But people should know who Belos really is.
And who is he, really?
Good question.
Listen, Belos has been emperor for 50 years. Everyone is used to this. No one's gonna risk change unless you have proof that he's up to something.
But how can I prove he's actually evil? It feels so obvious, but no one believes me. No one answers my letters. Ugh, I don't know what to do.
No one wants to think they've wasted their life following the wrong person. We just gotta find something big to change their minds.
Corrupt
Perfect
candies. Madman's candies.
Halt! For crimes against the Emperor, you are all under arrest!
Hey, can I bug you with a few questions?
Human! Stop! I forbid you to flee!
They're
Human!
gone.
You know what you just done?
What's that?
Question is, what did you do? Aw.
And we're back.
You want to prove that my uncle is evil, and you thought I would help?
Well, now that I'm in his mind, I can learn the truth for myself.
How did that work
Here,
exactly?
I've been in Willow's mind once, and it had more trees.
Makes sense.
Plant person.
Mindscapes reflect the individual. I've read a lot about this subject.
So if this works like Willow's mind, they can look in there and see the
I
truth.
inherited my staff!
You know, I'm the youngest scout to become Golden Guard. I never found out what happened to the previous one.
Why does Darius look so sad here?
Guess we'll find that out today.
Is that the inner emperor?
Belos?
We beg for your assistance to
You
return
might
us
want
to
to
this
move.
so that I may capture your enemies.
Alien
Ruin
X.
someone else's day.
Don't get involved or you'll have an argument forever.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Well, I'm sure now Belos knows you're in there.
Where are we now?
Time for backstory.
We must be in the Emperor's real mind.
Back to the show. On
This
Disney
got
Channel.
interesting. But again, I question though how exactly they got in there without the Emperor even being near them. Because then they have to do that whole special spell on Willow just to get in their minds.
I imagine that the thing they stepped on was a version of that.
I guess, but then what the hell was Rain, Darius, and that Beast had coming together with it? Like,
They were planning to invade Belos' mind.
without him being there? I mean, I'm sure there's a more advanced way of doing it.
Yeah, like I said, I figure it's the same principle.
But I mean, it raises the question too whether he knows they're there or not.
I would say at this point now he does.
I mean, theoretically, yes.
Or at least the inner Belos is aware.
Luz, where are you? Oh, wait.
What?
Hey, Blondie, your friend wants to talk to you.
Flapjack!
Oh.
Are you okay? Have they hurt you?
We may kind of sort of be trapped in, the Emperor's mind.
How in the world did you... No, we don't have time for that. I haven't spotted you yet.
Yes. Move past that, move past it. In fact, let's never question this again.
Can there be two inner selves?
No, but I have heard of strong emotions materializing. Just stay safe. If you're devoured in his mindscape,
We'll be trapped. Dragged down into his subconscious forever.
just don't lose the walkie-talkie. It's our only connection to you.
You got it,
Somehow.
lady. Over and out.
Wait! I'll be home soon, Flapjack. Stay safe. I love you. Over now.
Strong emotions can take form. Maybe he's the Emperor's, I don't know, sense of guilt?
What? Belos has never done anything worthy of feeling guilt. It's obviously his, sense of innocence. His pure intentions.
Well, whichever it is, I think he can help us stay safe.
His sense of
Maybe
what
we can
should be
trust
guilt.
really is.
What was that?
I'm waiting for that kid to say, "Are you my mummy?"
He's gonna invade his memories? That's sacrilege!
It's a way to survive!
Yep, now we get to see the truth.
King, go grab all the textbooks you can
That
find.
little amberized skull.
This is gonna be tough without magic. Hootie! Chop chop! Now!
Oh, hey, your buddy's trapped too, right? The angry blonde kid? Nina's smart, but without magic, I'm afraid she can't do much.
How did the cardinal get outside? Yeah, we still don't know who he is. Probably we'll never know.
I've been shown the healing light. It shines in 9 hues.
See? He's always been helping people.
The wild witches, they have found me.
This is all for show.
Yeah, it's totally staged.
You nearly took my head off with that blast.
I'm sorry, Lord Belos. What about the rest of these?
Yep.
Put on a bigger show.
Big shock.
Belos was lying! Wild witches weren't attacking him. How could you help someone like that?
That was probably a special technique to get people to listen to his message. It's for the
It's
greater
called
good.
terrorism.
Ah! You found us!
I can make your magic pure again, as the Titan intended.
More like you're limiting their magic.
Yep.
Welcome to your new tuppence.
Yep, and now you're all controlled. / dead.
They're still alive.
Then we still have some work to do. Gather the palisman.
Like that shark talisman. But I guess the marks do sort of like, I guess, hurt them in a way. Or maybe they adapted it so it's not as obvious.
Sigil magic.
He's really more like a mom than I thought. Doing the whole blood bending thing to cut off the power.
You! Get back here!
I'm guessing that's Belos' true form.
He's got the portal? Did you know about this?
Of course. Help rebuild it.
I can hear you.
To you who strayed so far from
Oh, is
home.
that the
To me
collector?
who's trapped beneath these bones. We'll play forever, me and you, when you paint the land in night bright hues.
What can I do for you, Collector?
I'm bored. Is the training spell ready yet? I want to play and see everything go all...
You'll have your fun on the day of unity.
Betrayed, beguiled, alone, deceived. We'll have our revenge on... Unity is so hard to rhyme.
Noob.
Some of the Titan blood did spill, but if you let me explain that.
Leave. Now.
Ooh, you were mad. I thought you were gonna go all...
Is that Katsushi?
It has to be. I'm thinking Phil and Will.
Yeah.
How they speak.
I say, the Titan has big plans for you, and he does what he's told.
I'm starting to think you make those things just to destroy them. You have fun with it. Admit it!
Of course I don't, Collector. It hurts every time he chooses to betray me.
You don't need to return to the castle. You can stay at the Owl House if you want. I'm sure Ida would be cool with it once we tell her what we heard. Hey! Stop that! Why did you do that?
I guess they're destroying memories of the previous Golden Guard.
Or to keep this at bay.
Danger! Are those talisman?
We weren't running from the Emperor Belos. He was with us the whole time.
He's feeding the thing.
Hello, Hunter. Hello, Luz.
We'll be right back to the show.
Nice little bait and switch there.
Mhm.
So he wanted them to learn the truth then? It seems a little weird though, he would take them into his true memories. So I guess every time he absorbs a talisman, he absorbs like a soul or something.
Could be how he's able to have that sort of like fake mind thing there.
So I'm guessing with the Collector, Belos is probably the only one that could see and hear him. And he probably owes him something, and in exchange, that's the whole Day of Unity thing. He sacrifices all those souls to him in exchange to Collector and gives him what he wants.
All these weepy palisman souls. Their voices constantly nagging me. Vile.
So
But without
it's the
them, I
embodiment
wouldn't
of the
be able to
palace
do
entirely.
this. I'm feeling better already. Thank you for distracting it.
What did you
That's
do
why
to
he
our
allowed them.
parts? To our family? It wasn't wild magic, was it?
What a shame. Out of all the Grimwalkers, you look the most like him.
What?
So the theory was true.
Yeah.
Hunter! No! You're gonna be okay! You're gonna be okay! Just hang on!
I was really expecting him to last longer than the others.
I'm gonna tell everyone about the Day of Unity. That you've been lying about the Titan for years!
Yes, this has gone on longer than I'd have liked, but no one ever said being a witch hunter was easy.
Witch hunter? So all this time, people have been mindlessly helping a witch hunter? How could they be tricked so easily?
I wouldn't be so judgmental if I were you.
That doesn't belong to you. No,
He remembered.
no.
Astounding!
It's okay, we can help. I know you want to get home, but nothing is worth hurting people.
I just need to live long enough to see this through.
No, you're Belos, you're just Belos.
Please, do me a kindness and call me by my real name.
I
Philip.
can't. You're Philip Whittabane, aren't you? I can't believe I taught Philip something new. I'll go talk to Philip.
Bounce, turn, and knock! I don't have time to fail!
Inopportune interruption, eh?
I'll handle this.
Oh no, he went on Grunkle stand for a moment.
Gonna be okay?
Special delivery from a secret admirer!
Hootie, that thing could be booby-trapped. Get it out of here.
Huh.
It's the teleportation potion into the mindscape. But who would... out later. Now we can save Luz.
Yeah.
Hold up. It says it still needs a
Right now,
power
I'd be
source.
very worried
A
about
big-
Flapjack. I think Belos knows of his
Use
existence.
this. But that's the last of Luz's Titan blood. She needs it to get back home. She'll never get home if she doesn't get back here.
Yeah, she's gonna die if she stays there.
I had to change it when Philip was run out of too many towns. I told you once before, Lazora. Perhaps you and me were destined to meet.
And what about Hunter?
He's a better version of an old friend. But thanks to you, I'll
You mean
have to
your
make a
brother?
new one.
She's not answering. Luz! Luz!
But why? Why go through all this?
I'll do anything to save humanity from evil.
You're evil.
Can't reason with crazy.
Huh. I guess he kept some of her glyphs.
3, 2.
Woof.
Don't crowd them. Are you two okay?
He knows we were in there. I can't go back.
You can't. You're
He'll
done.
kill you.
Hurry.
Ugh.
Hunter!
What the heck?
I don't know where you're
happened
gonna run
there?
to.
Luz, what did you see?
That's a loaded answer. Woo! Well, pretty much confirmed all the theories now. I knew about the whole Grimwalker thing, so I guess he found it easier than just getting a new Golden Guard.
Why not? Just have somebody he can customize to his whim that will be completely obedient.
But they apparently become self-aware after a point. Look how many friggin' masks he saw that were broken. How many guards has he gone through all this time? Jesus.
I don't think we want to know. I mean, we do, but we don't.
But I'm confused, though. So I guess the Grimwalkers aren't able to use magic, then? Even though they're made from magic? I assume.
I guess. That or, you know, like we said, he's custom made, so perhaps Belos was able to manipulate it so that he couldn't use magic. Because why would he want him to?
True, and plus if he's based off a human, I guess he innately wouldn't have magic.
And again, as we said, you know, the whole Amon thing, that he could do whatever the equivalent is of bloodbending and just keep him from accessing the magic. Which means he could have magic.
True. Well, another thing to keep in mind, too, V. Remember how he said that they were experimenting on Basilisk to learn how to absorb magic?
Right.
So that means not only is he planning on draining all of the Coven heads and the witches of their magic, he plans on taking it for himself.
Yes.
So he will become like the ultimate power in that world.
Because when no one else can have power, only he may. It's like, geez, I thought he was just a witch hunter, but he actually has this very hypocritical... Again, he's freaking Amon!
But you know what this means? This means that he did not accidentally wander into the world and got stuck there. He went there purposely to hunt witches. The problem was he was way out of his depth and couldn't figure out how to function in that world. Hence why he dove so far into finding the glyphs and alternate sources of magic. Well, look how he was as Philip. He didn't stand a chance even against, like, the most basic of witches or demons or whatever. Again, he's being a hypocrite in that he's trying to hunt these witches, you know, because they're evil, but at the same time, he's trying to become a witch in order to defeat them, basically becoming the thing he supposedly despises. So yeah, huge fucking hypocrite.
Yep.
Wow. And it's weird because, like, suddenly I was thinking of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because she actually does encounter a classmate that hates her from the get-go and is friends with her boyfriend, and it turns out he's actually a descendant of a witch hunter. So even though he doesn't really know it, and I don't think he ever finds out in the series, he has these innate ability to detect when magic occurs. So she always has to be super careful around him lest he discovers it.
I vaguely remember that.
So I'm wondering if, like, Philip had, like, the same sort of abilities like him and his brother. They were a part of that town that Luz is from, that supposedly, you know, weird things happened, and they both mysteriously disappeared from. I mean, on the one thing, that means whatever they did to make that portal to go into the Boiling Isles, theoretically could happen again. Like, even using the same shack and stuff that Luz used to get there initially. I mean, who knows? Oh my god, it's just so many revelations. It's like we got all these answers and stuff, answers that we knew, and even then, I'm like still overwhelmed by everything. And I find it interesting too, because you think Hunter would be the only one who's like getting the cold water thrown on him, realizing that his entire life has been a lie, but it's the same thing for Luz too. Like, you saw how hard she was trying to not believe that Philip, the one she had supposedly connected with through his workings, was the same bad guy she was fighting. Never meet your heroes, kids. Never meet your heroes. But the question now is, like, where do they all go from here? I mean, they all know the truth now, but how are they going to convince everyone?
I think in the end it's going to be Hunter.
I guess so. And I wonder where exactly he's gone off to, because he no longer is able to go back to the palace, no longer to go back to any of the people that had served Belos, because you know he's immediately going to be terminated on sight, labeled a traitor or whatever. Although I suppose Rain, Darius, and the Beast Coven head could take him in.
That's a possibility. I don't know why it kind of popped into my head, but I feel like he's going to wind up finding the Bat Queen and having a thing with her.
I suppose that's a possibility.
I feel like that's kind of going to sway his mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's able to somehow connect with
Flapjack.
Yeah, and given he's supposed to be a non-magical like being, that's, you know, really saying something. He's able to do that. So,
like I said, he might actually be magic and just have it restricted.
it's possible. I mean,
I think it's blocked to him.
I mean, if Belos can do that with anyone who has like a coven sigil, then theoretically, yeah, he could have one and not know about it.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a big thing with that, because I feel Hunter's definitely going to be essential in this. But another thing, too, that worries me is that Ida used up all the Titan blood. At least the Titan blood that they had at their disposal.
Well, how many fingers on the glove did she use, though? We didn't see that.
She had, I think, 2 fingers left, plus the palm, but Ida mentioned having to use all of it. They have no choice, though. Luz would have been killed otherwise. But, I mean, theoretically, if they can get to that door and it works, then they probably won't need it. They'll probably find another way somehow. I mean, they have to. But,
I mean, there could be more Titan blood somewhere on the Isles.
I mean, if there was, Belos would have discovered it by now. Said the key was really the only source, and he'd been trying to get it away from Ida for God knows how long. So what's the next episode?
Next time, Edge of the World.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. Like, I'm wondering if maybe we learn more stuff. I said, I really want to know how he encountered the Collector, what their whole deal is, and what, like, role the guy's going to play in all this. Because he seems to be like that evil little devil on his shoulder just egging him on and stuff. Kind of reminds me of Q a little bit. Like, oh, no. He's like in Tangled. Remember, like, in, like, the last season? She was like that little girl. That like powerful witch that nobody could see. That's what I'm thinking, sort of. But again, I would like to see their whole deal. Plus, it was implied that the Collector is the reason and cause of Edith's curse.
Yeah.
Which
given
means,
that whole flashback with her and the Owl Beast. So, yeah.
Which means theoretically he could have a cure for it. If they even go that route, which I doubt. I mean, Edith's now harnessed her curse, so it'd probably be more of a detriment if she lost at this point, because then she would have no ways of, like, really fighting.
True, but the Collector also, in lieu of that, might just at least be able to give her powers back.
Yeah, I suppose. That definitely would help. But,
yeah.
I mean, she'd have that and glyph magic. She'd be unstoppable. I mean, there's a lot of variables going on, but oh man, this is getting intense. I love it though. And I can just tell the fans out there are like cheering. They're like, yes, I was right. I was right. But until next time, we might possibly see more theories come true. I'm Kat McBerry.
I'm Doug McBerry.
Remember to free your mind, everyone. Because somebody might be in there looking at shit you don't want them to see.